So guys, today we are really, I mean, it's gonna be an amazing show because we have the most talented producer in Kenya. He goes by the name Mavo on the beat. Vipi bro?
Poa sana,
Ko freshi?
niko freshi kabisa.
Uh-huh.
Can't complain.
I really appreciate bro. Thank you so much for coming on the show. This is Cloth Talk Show.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Man.
Yes.
You are doing an amazing work.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot.
Wow.
Nashukuru sana. Ni God.
Ni God. Ni God to house you.
Ni God.
Wow. So Mavo, your name is Marvin.
Hey, Marvin.
Marvin. So maybe take us through the journey. How did you get into producing music industry?
Me, my music journey, paraphrase, I started singing when I was in primary school, but then I used to sing gospel. I used to sing in church. I was an instrumentalist in church. I used to play keyboard. Then when I went to campus, I learned guitar, started playing guitar. Then I also played in a few bands, but gospel bands. Two were rock bands. I used to love rock music. Yeah, so after that, the studio I used to record in while I was in campus, which is in Kisumu. The guy, I used to go there, play guitars in people's projects and all that. So someday he told me, I think you should be a producer, because I used to arrange his music. So I used to tell him, this song you should arrange this way, this way. I think this one you should arrange this way. So he told me, there's something in you.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to get serious with it. So someday he left me at his studio while he was going for classes. Then when he came back, the project I was playing the guitar on, he found I had arranged everything. And then it was just perfect. You can't do anything else. Yeah, so from there he started teaching me slowly by slowly. After campus, after graduation, when I went to live in Nakuru, then I was employed in a studio, a friend of mine's studio. It was called Crizo Records. Yeah, so that's where I started my production journey. Yeah, so I took over Nakuru, I think in like 8 months or 10 months. I took over Nakuru kabisa. Even some artists from Nairobi used to come to record in Nakuru, but then I was recording for gospel artists only, mostly. Yeah, the likes of Alemba, Hope Kid, they used to come to Nakuru to record there. Yeah.
Alemba, I know
Yeah.
Alemba.
So then they started pressuring me. You need to go to Nairobi. We feel these guys are underusing you. You need to go to Nairobi and all that. So I decided to come here. Then the rest is history.
Wow. So like just to take you a little bit back,
Yeah.
You used to produce gospel songs.
Yes.
And now you see you're producing modern songs, the secular, right?
Yeah.
Like, why did you just decide, like, you want to venture now into secular?
It wasn't me deciding, per se. I still produce for some gospel artists.
Okay.
Even Hope Kid and Masterpiece latest song, I'm the one who produced it. I've done songs for Boss MOG. I've done songs for a couple of gospel artists. But just what happened is the business side of my production ilikuwa one-sided. It went towards the secular side. Okay? Gengeton most precisely. That's why most guys always think I'm a Gengeton producer. I'm not a Gengeton producer. I do all genres. It's just like I'm the one who took Gengeton into the commercial world.
To the next level.
Yeah. So we are all here to make money. So if it goes that side, I can't say at now I can't produce secular because I used to, and that's where money is. Yeah.
So, like, how long have you been in industry? Like a decade, half a decade?
Let's say more than 8 years. More than 7 years, I guess. 7, 8 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the experience has been really good, eh?
It has been good. For me to hold up to this point, I'm sure you also know so many that have come into this thing, then they go and fail because of taking wrong directions and all that. Yeah. So from my experience and also learning from them, because some of them were my friends. Yeah. That's what put me here.
Nice. So, like, you see, you have worked with so many artists, especially the secular artists, the Gengeton, like Sailors,
Yeah.
Gang, Like, how do you tend to get these people? Like, how do you get this artist on board just to work with them? Because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, to convince them,
It's not easy. Funny thing, I never convinced any artist to work with me. If I did that, then maybe I would have gone the wrong direction that the others went. What happened is my work speaks for me.
Speaks a lot.
Okay, so I get this one person, I work, I do a song, the song is a hit, the other guy wants to work with me, the other guy wants to that's how I think my journey has been. So the first hit song I did in Nairobi was Wale Manga. Then it happened, I worked with a legend. Okay, so that was Juakali. Then I linked Juakali in the track with Odiwa Muranga, Swat, the Young Boys, and the legend. And then VDJ Jones also came in. So you see, that was the first track I put like a legend and the youngsters, and then it blew. So from that song, every other artist wanted to know who is Mavo. You see? Yeah, so that's how they started coming. Then Sailors came in, the other groups started coming in, the other artists started coming in, even the artists, the old artists. Everyone wanted to know who is this Mavo. Yeah, so that's how it has been for me.
Wow.
I've never tried to convince an artist to work for me.
So what is your take, what is your take on the Kenyan music industry as a producer, as a beat maker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, do you maybe you can take us through your thoughts about what you see, the Kenyan music. Are we really like going, are we really doing something? Ama bado iko too stagnant, too pale too, maybe
not really, not I don't think it's stagnant. Where we are is, if I try to compare like 3 years ago, we are somewhere good, okay?
Yeah.
But now what is happening is, I think people have really exhausted the same sound, the same everything. So people are not advancing from where we where we elevated to. So everyone is here. That's why if you listen to my album, you'll notice, if you're keen, I've tried to bring a new kind of sound. Yeah, and that's the sound I want to push. Yeah, so much. So I think people have really exhausted the sound that we introduced, the Kenyan music during 2020, 2019. So some still want to do that sound right now. If you check Tanzanians and Nigerians, they have a new sound, the Afro swing. Nigerians used to do Afro beats, the normal Afro beats. The sound they're doing right now, the likes of Rema and all that, is called an Afro swing kind of sound. And you see Tanzanians, they are very fast. They've picked from it and they're going with it. When South Africans brought Amapiano, Tanzanians were very fast and they picked on it. They went with it. Now that's why I think Kenyans, we go wrong. Kenyan artists, we are lazy. Let me say we. They don't go talking at Mavo said Kenyan artists. But we are lazy. We don't pick so fast. You see, right now, everyone is trying to do the Afro swing thing, and it's taking over, even, abroad. But Kenyans still want to do that sound we used to do in 2019. You can't tell me the sound we used, the Wamlambes, that time, you want to do it right now. Yeah, that is laziness. Yeah, so that's the only thing that is, pulling us down.
Wow. You grew up in Kisumu.
Yes.
Do you know some Luo?
Yeah, I do.
Nango.
Bear. You just can't talk. Maybe you speak the deep Luo. The deep Luo. Maybe that I won't understand. But these ones, the Juju, I can speak.
Irionade.
Maber.
Nice. You're perfect. Kumbe unazijua.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're about just to wind up. But before, you have dreadlocks?
Yeah.
We call dreadlocks?
Yeah.
That's nice. So, how much do you spend? Twist, right? How much do you spend on them?
On my dreads. Yeah. When it's all done.
Yes.
4K.
And the specs?
My spectacles. 2,500.
Cool. Yeah. And maybe let's say your favorite shoe.
My favorite shoes.
That you like putting a lot.
I love doing sneakers. Most so Nike. I'm a Jordan. Yes.
Why sneakers?
I feel comfortable when I do sneakers. Yeah, I feel most comfortable when I do sneakers. Yeah.
You also like chains, no?
Yeah, I do. A lot.
A lot.
A lot. A lot.
Your favorite chain name?
I always say, I think the next person I would date, inafaa ajue napenda. Yes.
The next person. Umesikia, the next person, unafaa ujue. Wow, so like, of course, you have some projects that probably you're coming up with.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can share with us, or you don't want to disclose.
I don't know if I can talk about it right now, but I have a couple of things planned. And then right now the immediate thing is releasing my videos, the songs in the album, because I'm gonna release all the 17 videos. Yeah. That's one other unique thing with my album, because as I told you, all songs in that album are hit songs. Yeah, so what I've been getting from people is like, you have to do videos for all these songs, which I'm gonna do. Yeah.
So any challenge probably you face as a producer that you have faced, the major challenge?
The main thing, the main challenge is always, you see, like, let me say I do a song for Major, and then it's a hit song. A young artist will come and tell you, I want a beat sounding like that one.
Like the same,
yeah. Kama ile ya Major. So you have to know how to deal with that. Yes.
So that could be the main challenge, the major challenge.
That's the main challenge. And then the issue of payment.
Payment.
Yeah, so many. Like if I open my DM, I have lots of DMs here. An artist, a young artist, I have, I don't know, 27 songs. I have 52 songs. I don't have the money. Can we record? Then you'll take the money later when the song hits. What if the song doesn't hit? Yeah, so such kind, you have to know how to respond to such a person. Without bringing their ego down or discouraging them. It's a challenge.
Wow.
Yeah.
So any advice to the young upcoming producers? Because of course I know we have great people, we have young people who are looking up to Mavo on the beat, and you are a role model to some of us, to some of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe any advice to such young people who could be looking up to Mavo on the beat? Maybe just to look at the camera and just say something about it.
To young producers, maybe you don't aspire to be like me. You can be better than me, and all that. But one thing I would like to tell you, Rome was not built in a day. Okay, it's a day-to-day work. So you have to build it pole pole, slowly by slowly. Build a brand, all that kind of stuff. And then lastly, if you have a dream, don't sleep on it. Work towards achieving that dream, or someone else will use you to achieve their own dreams. Just that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mavo. I really appreciate for your time. At least now I know you a little bit,
Yeah.